Welcome to solverfy.
Hi, in this question we are having three parts. In the first part of the question we are given with this table and we are asked to complete it. Here we are given with the joule value, here kilojoule value and here kilocalorie value. We need to find out the kilojoule and kilocalorie for this joule value, and for this kilojoule value we need to find out the joule and kilocalorie, and for this kilocalorie value we need to find out the joule and kilojoule value. This is the unit conversion based question. If we talk about the first, we can say that 1 joule is equal to 10 raised to power minus 3 kilojoule. Therefore, we can say that we need to divide this joule value by 1000, and if we divide 664 by 1000, then we are getting the value 0.664 kilojoule. Hence, here we can write 0.664. Now, we need to convert this joule value to kilocalorie. It is given that 1 calorie is equal to 4.184 joule. Then we can say that 4.184 joule will be equal to 1 calorie and 664 joule will be equal to 1 calorie divided by 4.184 joule into 664 joule. From here we can eliminate this joule unit. On solving, we are getting the value in calorie as 158.7 calorie. We need to convert the calorie into kilocalorie, and for this we need to divide this value by 1000. On doing so, we are getting the value 0.1587 kilocalorie, as it is given that 1000 kilocalories are equal to 1 kilocalorie. Now here we can write the answer as 0.1587. Now for this second row we are having the kilojoule value 116. Now we need to convert into joule. We need to multiply this value by 1000. On doing so, we are getting 116 into 10 raised to power 3 joule. Now we need to convert this kilojoule value into kilocalorie. We can say that we can use the joule value. We can say that 4.184 joule will be equal to 1 calorie. Then 116 into 10 raised to power 3 joule will be equal to 1 calorie divided by 4.184 joule into 116 into 10 raised to power 3 joule. From here we can eliminate this joule unit. On solving, we are getting the calorie value equals to 27724.7 calorie. To convert this into kilocalorie, we need to divide this calorie value by 1000. On doing so, we are getting 27.7 kilocalorie. Therefore, here we can write 27.7 kilocalories. Now, in the last part, we are having 0.726 kilocalories. We can say that 0.726 kilocalories is equal to 0.726 into 1000 calories. That will give the value 726 calories. And we know that 1 calorie is equal to 4.184 joule. Then 726 calories will be equal to 4.184 joule divided by 1 calorie into 726 calorie. Here we can eliminate this calorie, and on solving we are getting the joule unit with the value 3037.6 joule. Hence we can say, here we can write 3037.6. And if we convert joule into kilojoule, we need to divide this value by 1000. On doing so, we are getting the value 3.04 kilojoule. This is the table. Now we are given with the second table. Here we need to fill it. In the first part, we can see we are having 623 joule. We need to convert it into kilojoule and kilocalorie. We know that we need to divide 623 by 1000 in order to convert it into kilojoule. We are getting the value 0.623. Hence, here we can write 0.623 kilojoule. Now, we are having the kilojoule value. We can convert it into joule if we multiply the kilojoule value by 1000. On doing so, we are getting the value 713 joule. Therefore, we can write here as 713 joule. Now we need to convert the joule value to kilocalorie. and here the kilojoule value to kilocalorie. We can use the joule value. We know the relation that 4.184 joule is equal to 1 calorie, and here we can write 1 calorie will be equal to 10 raised to power minus 3 kilocalorie. Therefore, we can say 623 joule will be equal to 10 raised to power minus 3 kilocalorie divided by 4.184 joule into 623 joule. We can eliminate the joule unit. On solving this, we are getting the kilocalorie value equals to 0.149 kilocalorie, and here we can say the 713 joule will be equal to 10 raised to power minus 3 kilocalorie divided by 4.184 joule into 713 joule. Joule value will be cancelled. On solving, we are getting 0.170 kilocalorie. Hence, here we can write 0.149 and here we can write 0.170. Now, in the last part, we need to convert the kilocalorie to joule and kilojoule. For this, we can say that 1 kilocalorie is equal to 4184 joule. Then 0.225 kilocalorie will be equal to 4184 joule over 1 calorie into 0.225 calorie. In kilos, we can cancel out this unit. On solving, we are getting 941.4 joule. We need to convert it into kilojoule, for which we need to divide this by 1000. On doing so, we are getting the kilojoule value as 0.9414 and joule value 941.4. This is the answer of second part. In third part, we need to convert 158 calories to joule and kilojoule. For this, we know this conversion factor, and on solving this, we are getting 661.1 joule and 0.6611 kilojoule. This is the answer. Thank you.